You two ready to record?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, 3, 2, 1, action.
Welcome to Next Week in Wolfeboro. I'm your host, Mark.
And I'm Calvin.
We are coming to you from the Wolfeboro Community Television studios where we bring our community to view.
We say thank you to our friends at the Yum Yum Shop for underwriting Next Week in Wolfeboro.
It is through the support of underwriters and donors like you that programs like this are possible on Wolfeboro Community Television.
If you would like to underwrite a program for Wolfeboro Community Television, please contact our producers at 569-0219.
All right, let's start right out with a report from the Chamber of Commerce. Mrs. DeVries is ready with the report. We're sending it over to you, Mrs. DeVries.
Hi and welcome to Next Week in Wolfeboro. My name is Mary. We are inside the Information Center and we're here to help you. So if you have questions about what you hear today or anywhere you're thinking about what you want to plan with your friends and family in August, November, just give us a call, 569-2200. We can help you find out about what's going on. So coming up, it is the annual Wolfeboro Bike and Walk Day. If you need to work on Friday the 8th, you need to go to school on Friday the 8th, you can be out there with all the other walkers and bicycle riders. There will be some refreshments at stations set up, one in front of Wolfeboro Town Hall and the other at Huggins Hospital. And you'll find some people there that are very kindly helping you out, but just wanting you to have a nice morning, and they'll be set up by 7:30 on that Friday the 8th in the morning. And the annual Stacy Burns Walk and Run is on Saturday the 9th, and that starts at 9 a.m. You can just gather in front of Carpenter School to be a part of that. Parks and Rec organizes that, so give them a call too if you want any more detail, 569-5639. But again, you can just show up in front of Carpenter School before 9 o'clock. And what else is happening? All right, the Smith River Canoe and Kayak Race is on Saturday the 16th. And if you haven't signed up yet, we have the registration forms here with all the rules, and you can grab one here. You can just show up at Albee Beach if you want. There's an earlier start time this year, so if you've participated in past races, just be aware that registration starts at 8, and then the race will start at 10:30, and that's Saturday the 16th. And also, I kind of skipped the date of the 14th, but Thursday, May 14th is opening day of the Wolfeboro Area Farmers Market, and that is held at the Nick every Thursday from 11:30 in the morning until 2:30 in the afternoon. I think that's what we have for now, but the events are coming into us, so again, stop by and say hello or give us a call if you want to find out more about what's coming up. Remember to shop, dine, and have fun in your town. See ya.
Thank you, Mrs. DeVries. Here are some other things we would like to share with you, starting with Friday, May 8th. What's changing with our lakes? A community presentation will be at the Wolfeboro Town Hall upstairs in the Great Hall at 6 p.m. Sunday, May 10th.
Happy Mother's Day!
Monday, May 11th.
The Wolfeboro Public Library has a drop-in cribbage at 1:30 p.m.
The Kingswood Regional High School baseball team have an away game versus Sanborn at 4 p.m.
The Kingswood Regional High School softball team have an away game versus Sanborn at 4 p.m.
The Kingswood Regional High School girls tennis team have a home game versus Brooklyn at 4 p.m.
The Kingswood Regional High School boys lacrosse team have a home game versus Goffstown at 6 p.m.
Wednesday, May 13th. The Kingswood Regional High School baseball team have an away game versus Oyster River at 4 p.m.
And the Kingswood Regional High School softball team have an away game versus Oyster River at 4 p.m.
The Kingswood Regional High School track team are competing at Kingswood at 4 p.m.
The Kingswood Regional High School boys lacrosse team have a home game versus Dairyfield at 6 p.m.
Thursday, May 14th. The Kingswood Regional High School girls lacrosse team have a home game versus Spalding at 4 p.m.
The Wolfeboro Police Commission will be meeting at the Wolfeboro Town Hall upstairs in the Great Hall at 6 p.m. If you would like to watch the police commission meeting from home, Wolfeboro Community Television will be broadcasting this meeting live on channel 984 and on the WCTV YouTube channel.
Friday, May 15th. The Wolfeboro Public Library have Friday morning Scrabble at 10:30 a.m. Okay, let's send it over to the Parks and Recreation Department. Christine Collins is ready with an update on all things Parks and Rec. We're sending it over to you, Christine Collins.
Thanks, Mark and Calvin. Christine Collins here with Wolfeboro Parks and Recreation, and just want to share what we have going on. So we've been very busy. This time of year is often behind the scenes happening, so we're getting ready for all of our programs. We're in the process of recruiting a lot of summer staff. We are getting our beaches ready, getting all of our properties ready. Typically we try to have the town ready for Memorial Day weekend because that's when everyone comes to celebrate in Wolfeboro. So we're pretty busy over here, but I just wanted to share some things that are coming down the pipeline that you want to be aware of. So Saturday, May 9th is our 5K, Stacy Burns 5K. It is for walkers and runners. So if you're trying to get in shape this season, this is a good start to do it, right? This is one of the races that we offer through Parks and Rec. We partner with different organizations to offer that. So this is our first one. The other three races we do is the Granite Kid Triathlon, which is always the third Saturday in July. The Granite Man Triathlon, which is always the third Saturday in August. And then the Turkey Trot, which is always the Saturday before Thanksgiving. So the good news here at our rec department, sometimes you don't need to know the date. If you know the month and the weekend, you can plan around it. So we try to do that for consistency. You'll find that with a lot of our things. April 1st is always the first day of registering for programs for summer, spring, and early fall programs. May 1st is the first day where you can start getting your beach passes in at the Parks and Rec department for parking at Albee and Cary Beach. Brewster, you do not need that. That is one of the public beaches that you do not need a parking permit. So you also don't even need a beach pass if you use your transfer station sticker. So I just want to be very clear. The transfer station sticker in Wolfeboro, a current year one, is valid to visit Cary and Albee Beach. However, we have the beach passes that are available just to help you if you have 4 cars and only one of them is allowed to go to the beach because the other 2 are for something else. This just makes it easy because it is a transferable pass. You will need to have a license and a piece of mail with your address on it, and it should be a utility bill, so we just have proof that you live there. In some circumstances, if you own your property, it's easy for us to look you up in the assessing page. If you don't, if you're a renter, that's where we're going to need a little bit more information because we won't be able to verify that you are currently living at that residence. Those are available at the Pop Whale and Ice and Art Center. We are typically here 8 to 4 Monday through Friday. However, because we have minimal staff and we're out for programming, and like I said, we're very busy getting ready for things, we try to weekly put what the availability is for passes. I know this week we added a nighttime slot. Sometime, like I think May 16th, we'll be adding a weekend slot. So we do realize that not everyone's available to get things 8 to 4. So we do offer some weekends and nights availability, and we try to post that. So if you do not like us on Facebook, I think you should, because we do try to share a lot of our information through social media, and that's a good way to keep in the know. So like I said, Saturday, May 9th is the Stacy Burns 17th Annual 5K. You can register day of. It is a little cheaper if you register before. But we will still take people day of. It is a fundraiser that is used for a scholarship for a local Kingswood student. So make sure you help support that any way you can. I know they also do accept donations for that program as well. So if it's something that you're not really a runner or a walker and you just want to donate, they'll gladly accept your donation. Other things we have, this year we were really working hard to add some new programming for you. So we do have some paddleboarding classes. We are having a couple kayaking things. We're looking right now at some archery classes and maybe a sourdough bread making class. So We do have things out in a brochure on our online on our website. We are going to go to print with that, so you will have something you can hand hold. We're just trying to solidify all the classes in programs. But always check our website where you can register for programs, and as things come available, we do add them there. Like I said, if you're on our social media, we try to share a lot there. But if you are just looking for something in particular, you might just want to go there to see if we already have it. And if you have an idea for a program, we're always open to hear if we can offer other things. There are still spots open in golf class, pickleball classes, sailing classes, tennis lessons. So just make sure you are checking it out. If you are interested in a class and you're just not sure, I would tell you, sign up. Because sometimes people wait, they think there's plenty of spots, and then before you know it, it all fills up. And we don't want, we do offer wait lists, but unfortunately sometimes we can't pull you off the wait list. So I would say if it's something you see and you're interested, don't wait to sign up. May 16th, we're having our second annual indoor yard sale and craft fair at the Pop Whalen Ice and Art Center. It is from 9 to 2, so make sure you stop in and see us. We did have a wedding show a couple weeks ago, and we are currently researching other things we can bring to this facility to engage with the public. And if you have any suggestions or ideas, feel free to reach out to us. We're always looking for something new to add to Wolfeboro in this space. Other than that, we just, the beaches are always open. They're not necessarily ready for the season, so be aware we are going to all the places, and you are more than welcome to visit them. We don't have the bathrooms open at Cary or Brewster until closer to when we have staff on duty. Albee Beach is on a timer, so that bathroom is open to the public because it is along the Cotton Valley Rail Trail, so people will often need a bathroom, so just so you're aware, that is available to you. And we have the bathrooms at the pavilion as well that are open for the season, along with the tennis courts. So my maintenance staff is working as quickly as they can as warm weather approaches to get all the facilities up to speed so you can visit them for your enjoyment. Please be patient with us, but if you see something and think we might have missed it or you have a question, just call our office. We'd gladly, take any information so we can get that fixed. I will say when you call our office, sometimes we won't pick up the phone. That's because we might be with a current customer or we're out doing programming. Please leave a message. If that's not your cup of tea and you want to email us, email's great too. Just send us an email and we'll make sure we get back to you or just take care of the issue at hand. Other than that, we hope to see you soon at some of our facilities that we have, and I am seeing a lot of you already stopping by to pick up your beach passes, which is great. I will say you have plenty of time right now until the beaches are open and we start checking them, but please don't wait. Once we do start checking the passes, you will not be allowed to get on without that transfer station sticker or that beach pass, and it is important that you have them. They will not be given at the beaches. They're only given at our offices, so make sure you get those ready. All right, that's all we have for now. Back to you.
Thank you, Christine Collins. Joyce Davis is at the Wolfeboro Public Library with an update. We're sending it over to you, Joyce Davis.
Thanks, Mark and Calvin. On Monday, May 11th, from 10 to noon, Mike, our IT specialist, will lead a class on downloading ebooks, audiobooks, magazines, music, and more. Find out how to access Libby and Hoopla, the library's free apps. Bring your device and your library card to get started. Spring's here and seasonal museums and attractions will be opening soon. Enjoy a day of exploration and save money with the pass for free or reduced admission available to our library card holders to the following venues: Castle in the Clouds, Squam Lake Science Center, the Wright Museum, Currier Museum of Art, Bedrock Gardens, Strawberry Bank, the Children's Museum of New Hampshire, and the Clark House Museum. Check individual websites for opening dates and other site-specific information. This program is brought to you by the Friends of the Wolfeboro Library. Our second gardening program of the spring features Sherry Hoft UNH Extension Master Gardener. She'll present her program on vegetable gardening Thursday, May 14th at 6 o'clock. In this presentation, Sherry will talk about planning your garden, choosing the location, preparing the site, timing the plantings, reducing maintenance, and harvesting and storing your vegetables. She's been an avid home vegetable gardener for over 30 years and continues to learn new tricks for successful gardening in our area that she'll share with us. We're celebrating the 250th anniversary of America's independence this year by bringing you programs that delve into our early history. On Wednesday, May 20th at 6 o'clock, you're invited to join Mary Adams for her presentation, Redcoats and Rebels, New Hampshire in the Revolutionary War. New Hampshire is often overlooked in the narrative of the American Revolution, overshadowed by its neighbor to the south. Few people know about Paul Revere's ride to Portsmouth, New Hampshire, or that 2/3 of the troops at Bunker Hill were from New Hampshire. This is just the beginning of our state's unique revolutionary story. Come hear the rest. Also check out our extensive display of books focusing on the Revolutionary era and the important figures who made our independence possible. Our second Tuesday book group meets again May 12th to discuss Stoner by John Williams. It's a quiet, poignant novel detailing the life of William Stoner, a Missouri farm boy who becomes an English professor. If you're in need of tech help, our IT administrator Mike is on hand every Tuesday to help solve tech-related issues. Please note this is a free service available to those that have a Wolfeboro Library card. If you don't have a card yet, we can help set you up. One-on-one genealogy help is available on Wednesdays from 10 to 3 with volunteers from the Lakes Region Genealogy Interest Group. Check our website for more information. Our weekly drop-in programs include Cribbage Mondays at 1, Drop-in Mahjong Thursdays at 1, and Scrabble Fridays at 1:30. Get out of the house and join us for some friendly competition. Spring Storytime is still going strong. Toddlers and their caregivers are invited to join us Tuesday mornings at 10:30, and preschool Storytime takes place Thursdays at 10:30. No registration is necessary. For the kids, we have a Painting Spring Trees art class for ages 7 and up on Wednesday, May 13th from 3:30 to 4:30. Imagine yourself lying on the ground looking up through the trees to the sky. Join Miss Jen as she guides children in painting with unconventional tools to create an image of the sky and treetops. All materials are provided. This program is sponsored by the Friends of the Wolfeboro Library, and registration is required. And that's it for the week. Back to you, Mark and Calvin.
Thank you, Joyce Davis. Deacon Rick is at St. Katherine Drexel Catholic Church with a report. We're sending it over to you, Deacon Rick.
Hi, Mark and Calvin. Deacon Rick here. Father Cole is at a meeting with other priests, and so I'm filling in for him. We're finally getting some beautiful spring weather. It's so beautiful. I even wore my sunglasses to work today. It's great to see spring finally here. We have a very busy week ahead of us. This coming weekend, of course, we see Mother's Day. That's on the 10th, and that's a great day. From Mother's Day to Father's Day, our church is doing all it can to be supportive of parents and families. We work with crisis pregnancy centers to be supportive, and there will be some special events like the baby bottle collection coming up. So this coming Sunday, May 10th, Mother's Day, you'll hear about that at all masses. So the other things that are happening, pretty much business as usual until we get to Thursday. Thursday is the Feast of the Ascension, when the apostles got to see Christ rising up into heaven. Quite a day that was. And on that day we have an 8 o'clock Mass here at the church. We have a noon Mass in the Huggins Hospital Chapel. And then we have a 5:30 Mass back here at the church. During that week we have a book group on, that would be Tuesday. We have book group on Tuesday. We have our normal breakfast group on Monday. We have the ladies group on Wednesday, a Fatima Rosary that evening at 6:30 on the 13th. Anyway, it's the usual busy day in our parish, which is a really good thing, a very active parish. So we invite any and all who are interested to join us. Give us a call if you have questions. You can always reach us at 603-875-2548. And meanwhile, we will be praying for you. You please pray for us. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you, Deacon Rick. And thank you for tuning into our weekly program.
Remember, there's always something to do in and around Wolfeboro.
If you would like to add an event to our program, please contact Wolfeboro Community Television Station at 569-0219.
Or send an email to wctv25@gmail.com.
We hope to see you out and about.
And we look forward to seeing you next week.
With clear eyes and full hearts, I am Mark.
And I am Calvin for Wolfeboro Community Television.
Bringing your community to view!